And now, here to educate us on all things FC Dallas and World Cup soccer is Johnny Resendez, the pride of North Mesquite High School, where, of course, he was a soccer star back in his playing days.
Crazy to think, Bill. 2018 was when the World Cup was announced that it was going to come here to the United States. We are 4 months away from that competition. And listen, there's a lot of teams who will be playing in the World Cup for either the very first time or after decades of waiting. Haiti is one of those countries, and for the people of that country, qualifying for the tournament means more than we could realize. Don't take my word for it, though. Take it from the FC Dallas player that helped them get to the big stage.
Just a talking to us. Haiti are on the prowl here. Lovely give and go on the edge of the area. It could open up for the shot, and there's the goal.
He might not have known it in the moment, but on the final day of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying, Haiti national team player and FC Dallas winger Louicius Deedson scored a goal that would uplift an entire nation and inspire the world.
I feel like everything happens so fast at the moment, you know. It just, after when I get home, when I'm watching the video again, I'm like, wow, what a feeling, you know, to score that goal. And people talk about it every day, you know. Every time I look at my phone, I see something about it, so it's an amazing feeling.
Haiti would go on to win their game 2-0 against Nicaragua. They would need the Costa Rica versus Honduras game to end in a tie to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. What happened next was a moment that even Deedson admits he couldn't believe.
Haiti have got the news!
Final whistle sounds. Final whistle of the other game sounds. Once you guys knew that result, what was that feeling like?
For me, this is probably the best feeling in my professional career so far, you know, because it's my feeling and then the fans' feeling and then my family feeling back home calling me on the phone, and then you see the reaction of the population back home. Even though the security in Haiti is crazy right nowadays, the gang control the country. That night, even the gang went out to celebrate, so it's like everyone was together back again.
Now, as jubilant and historic as that moment was, Haiti itself is dealing with a much more grim reality. The small country in the Caribbean is facing a dire humanitarian crisis. Back in 2021, then President Jovenel Moïse was assassinated. Now, 80% of Port-au-Prince, the nation's capital, is run by gangs. Even Haiti's stadium, Stade Sylvio Couture, the place the Haitian national team has called home since 1934, was overtaken in March of 2024. An entire country in turmoil and a nightmare that seems to have no end.
The police back there can't really help because obviously the gang have more material than them. So a lot of people leaving their home. Even my house, my parents' house in Haiti was burned last year, so it's like no one have control of the country.
How hard is it just to see your country have to deal with that, not even being able to help in a sense?
I mean, it's very hard for us. I mean, I still have family back in Haiti. I have cousin, uncle, auntie, very close friend in Haiti, and they go into it every day, leaving their house, sleeping outside because the gang have the area they're in right now. So I mean, it's pretty tough when you get the color, you get the picture of it. It's very tough for us because even for us, after the World Cup, after the qualifier, we couldn't even go home, you know, to celebrate with anyone. We just had to do it over the phones.
Because of the instability, Haiti had to play all of their World Cup qualifying games on the road. And yet, despite all the odds, they are back on soccer's biggest stage for the first time since 1974, giving their fellow countrymen something to cheer about during the hardest of times. For Deedson, taking the field this summer won't just be about winning, it'll be about bringing hope to his home, one touch of the ball at a time.
The goal is trying to make Haiti go so far in soccer to see if that can change the country for more safety for the population. We know we have a mission to do, so I think the team can make them even more happier because I think we have a good guys on team, and I think a lot of people will be surprised because I believe in the team. You know, people just think, okay, they make it to the World Cup by accident, but I don't think it was an accident.
What would it mean for you guys to get a win in the World Cup in front of the entire world?
Because Haiti never won a game in the World Cup. From the U17, the girls team, the youth team, we never have a win in the World Cup. So I think us having the first one in the World Cup for Haiti will be huge for us, for the country, I think for everyone else, because I think there's going to be a surprise in this World Cup, to be honest.
There are always surprises in every single World Cup, and stories like that are what the tournament is about. Haiti has not been in the World Cup since the 70s, and then you also have countries like Uzbekistan, Curacao, and Jordan who are making their very first appearances. So expect to see a few more of those heartwarming stories this summer, Bill.